Hey y'all, so my name is Stephanie, welcome back to my channel. So I actually get a lot of questions about my skincare routine, and it's always been a pretty difficult question for me to answer, and I've just like put it off for so long because my skincare changes every day because I change every day, my body changes every day, kind of what I need to put on my face, like that changes. So I thought what could be very fun is to do a video series that shows kind of what my skincare looks like over a set period of time so that you can actually see what those differences are. So that's what we're gonna do. Welcome to your 12 days of skincare with Stephanie Greene. And tonight I'm gonna be using retinol, so I'll show you how I prep my skin to use retinol and then how I hydrate afterwards. I'll talk a bit also about kind of my skincare philosophy and kind of how you can also navigate the skincare space and try to kind of find something that works for you. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. You can kind of see that my face is wet. Obviously, like I would do this kind of quicker if I weren't filming a video because I would still be in the nude. But alas, you know, family-friendly content here. Gonna cleanse, first things first. I'm using the Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser. I would say that this is a pretty like neutral cleanser, like super gentle, pH balanced, all those good things. So if you're not doing this already, it's like you need to be washing your face for at least 1 minute, if not like 2 to 5. Just gently massaging, like pretty much no pressure here with my fingertips, but this is just a great way to just break up, you know, the dirt that's been sitting on your face from the day. I like to go in circular motions here. All right, face is all clean. So I'm actually gonna wait till my face is like pretty super duper dry because I'm gonna be using retinol tonight. So pop back here in a couple of minutes. Okay folks, we are back in action. My face is dry, so I'm gonna be using retinol tonight, which is why I let my face dry. So typically with, you know, serums and moisturizers and things, you wanna get it onto your skin when your skin is still a little bit damp. But with retinol, you actually want your skin to dry completely because when it's still damp, it allows the retinol to kind of penetrate your skin a bit more deeply, and you don't actually want that with retinol because that can cause a bit of irritation. So let your skin get dry and then use your retinol. So I'm going to be using the Drunk Elephant. So this is a big Drunk Elephant night for me. Anytime I'm using like the Drunk Elephant retinol, I tend to use all Drunk Elephant products, but I've been using this for about, I don't know, like 9 months or so. I'm not really sure. No, that sounds about right. That feels right. Maybe a little bit longer. Maybe it's more like 10, 11. But that was about a pea-sized amount that I just dabbed on my face. And I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that in, avoiding my eye area, of course. Because let me tell you guys, retinol it'll burn you. It'll burn you. I've done that. Don't be like me. Ease into it. Nothing like a chemical burn on your face in the middle of winter. So if you're starting retinol, definitely just start it kind of like that once a week and then work your way up. Even now, I still only use it about 2 or 3 days a week. This is the second day. I used it yesterday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it tomorrow, but there we go. Retinol's there. And then I'm gonna use this B Hydra serum from Drunk Elephant. Just a little there, a little there, a little there. Bang. So anytime I use retinol, I'm also gonna hydrate a ton. I'm gonna put a bunch of moisturizer on my face tonight. one of the best things I actually did for my skin was just to start to moisturize it properly. Super underrated step, I would say. Especially if you have like oily skin, you might think that you don't want to add anything else to it. But really it's like when your skin is like properly moisturized, your skin kind of stops being so oily because your glands stop producing as much oil to kind of lubricate the skin. So this first moisturizer I'm gonna go in with is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream from Drunk Elephant. Just gonna do a pump of that. Put that on the old noggin. Rub that in. And then you might also be like, oh my gosh, girl, like you're zooming through this. Like, how are you putting all this stuff on your face right now? And not kind of letting any of it like really sit in. I definitely follow the kind of Drunk Elephant skincare philosophy. So Tiffany Masterson is the founder, and her view on things is that it's all going the same place. So all Drunk Elephant products can be mixed together. Like if I had wanted to just like mix the retinol and kind of all of these other products I'm using right now like in my palm and just apply it to my face, like that's kind of the philosophy of the brand. So no, I'm not letting anything kind of like sit on my face. All of these products absorb very, very quickly. And I never really have any problems with things just kind of sitting on my skin. So yes, I am zooming through this in comparison. Like this is real time that I put that retinol on, and then the serum, and then the moisturizer. And then I'm gonna close it out with this F Balm Electrolyte Water Facial. I love this stuff. I got this earlier this year when I had some dry patches on my face, probably from the stupid chemical burns, but whatever. We're good now. We're here now. And this is great. This is squalane in it, niacinamide, ceramides, which are kind of the fats that help to kind of build our skin barrier. So yeah, this is just another like hydrating product to use. It really feels like my skin is just like drinking this up when I put it on. I love it. So I'm actually gonna do this, and then I'm gonna put some marula oil on as well. I'm gonna do these two things together because like I just said, that's the Drunk Elephant philosophy. You can just mix things. Sometimes I will pat an oil into my skin, but tonight I'm just gonna go ahead and rub it in with this. Also, this camera is sitting in my cabinet, so I don't have a mirror, so I'm kind of like, like what's happening there? But we're good. We're good, I think. It's a very little kind of viewfinder there, but we're good. So I'm gonna rub all this in. Also, typically, you know, you want to extend your products down to your neck, down to, you know, your chest, all of those good things. I'm a bit covered up at the moment, but you know, we do what we can when we can. So I'm gonna put that on there, get all slicked up. I would say for me, like Drunk Elephant was definitely the first kind of skincare brand that I got into, and it was the first regimen that I consciously followed. I want to say it was like late like 2018 when I just happened to like go home, and I didn't, like, this is how much I didn't care about skincare. Like I was traveling and I didn't take anything with me back home, and I ended up using a salicylic acid face wash, and like that alone kind of brightened my skin. And then I was like, oh wait, like maybe there's something here. And then in like 2018 I went to Sephora for literally the first time ever. So yes, and like 2019 was like when I started to get into skincare, still like very new. Back then it was like I didn't care because I thought I looked fine, and the thing is I did look fine. I look fine then, I look fine now, so you know, it's all good. But back to what I was saying, Drunk Elephant was the first kind of brand that I got into. I like listened to some podcasts like with their founder, And she was like so convinced that they made the best skincare products, and I was like, you know what? Like, let me give it a try. Like, anyone who's that convinced that like their product is good, I'm into it. So I went ahead, I got their minis, which is where you can do like a hashtag clean break is what they call it. So it gives you like mini versions of all of their products. And then I went ahead and I used it, and I was like, dang, shorty wasn't lying. Like, that was big facts. So I tried a bunch of the Drunk Elephant products before I actually bought full sizes of them, because yes, like they are definitely expensive. So totally get that like this might not be your vibe. That's fine. Yeah, we're gonna use some different things on other nights. So I would also say, with also like picking a like skincare routine to follow, give it a good, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, right? 6 to 10 weeks even, just to see how your skin responds to it, because I think so often we think that like things are gonna be like instantaneous, like I tried this thing, my skin's gonna look different, but in reality, like you have to have patience when it comes to skincare. Your kind of cells regenerate, your skin cells regenerate about every month, every 28, 30 days. So you need to give things time to kind of work, to kind of move. And then we'll also get into like things on like other days about other things that you can do to help promote kind of healthy, glowing skin, right? Because it's not about not having like blemishes. I feel like it's more just about like, is your skin healthy? Like, do you have that glow? That sort of thing. So with this kind of being the first video in the series, I just wanted to talk a bit about kind of how I got into skincare a little bit, and also just share a bit of kind of about like how I think about skincare. So like I said, there are so many ideas, so many thoughts, so many whatever. So some of you might be looking at my video right now and be like, girl, what are you doing? Don't do that, don't do this. But it's like my body. Hey, and it works for me. So you should definitely do what works for you. I'm not telling you that you need to do anything any certain way. I'm just showing you what has worked for me, and maybe that will give you some ideas about what might work for you as well. So I would definitely say just go out there, kind of look around. There's so many blogs out there these days, so many YouTube videos. I feel like there's an eyelash on my face or something, where you can learn about skincare, and you can learn about just different sort of ways to put stuff on your face, put stuff on your body, all that good stuff, to tackle some of like your more specific skincare concerns. But I mean, I promise you, you're cute. I promise you that. I promise you, you're cute. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. This is what the routine looks like when I'm using retinol. So Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser, Drunk Elephant A-Passioni Retinol Cream, Drunk Elephant B-Hydra, the Lala Retro, the Electrolyte Water Facial, and the Marula Oil. So that's what that looks like. So yeah, so that's it. That was day one. And we'll be back at it together tomorrow for day 2. We'll see what I do. We'll see what I use tomorrow. I don't know yet. It's a day-by-day thing here. Day by day with me. Okay, you guys see me looking shiny. I'm also hot. It's hot in this bathroom, so. Okay, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.